Hey gamers, welcome to my mini review of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct that happened just like 7 hours ago when I'm recording this. Um, it was really good. A lot of great information was given, especially about Spirits Mode, which we'd all been hyping up, and we all got it right. It's called Spirits Mode. But to begin this mini review, I am gonna go on a bit of a gripe. I feel as though the characters we got in this direct, Ken and Incineroar, just weren't Final Direct worthy. I really feel as though the characters of Simon Belmont and King K. Rool, I feel as though they are a lot heavier of hitters than an Echo and another Pokemon rep. I think it would have been a lot smarter on Sakurai to swap those two positions and reveal Ken and Incineroar a couple months back, and then Simon and King K. Rool today. That's my own personal thing. Um, but yeah. But other than that, everything was good. We got information about Spirits Mode. They're basically just like many things that can help you in battle. Um, but obtaining them is actually pretty cool. You can play against them, and if you if you beat them, you're kind of given into a second mini game where you have to hit them with a spinning shield circle going around them. The cool thing is, though, if you miss them and you if you don't hit them but hit the shield breaks. And at first it's like, oh, darn, I missed. But if you were to fight that same spirit again, the damage to the shield will still be there, making it a lot easier to obtain them. I thought that was pretty fun. Um, Everything else, like being able to level up spirits, um, having them go to gyms and dojos, I just, I don't know, it didn't really vibe with me. And also, being able to use spirits in your general gameplay, like with your friends, I feel as though just no one's gonna be going for it. It seems like a lost concept. Yeah, online play, you can create your own rules, and then you'll be set up with people who have similar rule sets online. Um, I thought it was really funny how he made a comment about if you self destruct too much, you'll get penalized, especially like you might even get kicked out of the game. So please don't do that. I found that pretty funny. Um, yeah, smash tags are kind of cool. If you keep fighting against the same people online and you win, you can kind of like gauge how often you've won. It's like if you're going against your friend Terry online, or just like some random Terry online you find 18 times and you beat them 7 times, you can go to your records, which I'll bring up later, and just see, oh wow, I kind of beat Terry a lot. It's pretty cool. Elite battles. Ooh, before I move on, elite battles. That's really interesting because you're the best of the best, and then, uh, and then you basically. Hold on. Nope, I didn't say hey Siri. Cool. Um, it's really cool because the development team of Smash Ultimate uses those battles of the best to help balance everyone in future patches. That's really interesting. And I know I won't be an elite battler, but heck, if I somehow get there, it'll really feel a lot more special knowing that Papa Sakurai, Papa Bless, is reviewing my footage. But I don't think I'll ever get there. Um, Next thing on the thing, I made like a 4-page document of all the things that happen in this. Next thing is assist trophies. We got to learn a few more, like Shadow got deconfirmed as a character, along with Isaac. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I didn't really care much for them. Anyways, we got Shadow. We got Takamura, who I don't know who that is really. They're a swords woman. A Starman, which I had a mini heart attack too, because if you don't know, I'm a big fan of Earthbound and anything with it. Then we have Nightmare. Don't know what that is. Color TV Game 15. It's just Pong. And then we got some weird cinematic for Yuri Kozukata from the game Fatal Frame Maiden of Black Water. She uses a camera to stop opponents, and it appears she poisons them. I don't know. Then we have Isaac from Golden Sun. He uses he summons hands of light to just pummel the opponent. Pretty cool. Black Knight from Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, a Thwomp. So in the trailer, it was Kirby as a Thwomp, and then a real Thwomp, says Trophy, coming down. Pretty funny. And then Springman from ARMS. The Wily capsule, which is just Wily sitting in a little capsule shooting beams. What I thought was really cool and interesting is whenever you are to defeat Wily's capsule, because you can attack assist trophies, he doesn't just fly off the screen. His capsule disappears and he just falls down onto the stage. That may have just been to make the direct a bit more flashy, but I hope it happens in game because stuff like that's interesting. Then we have the Flies in Hand from Mario Paint. They just fly a scar on the screen. A swatter hits them. If the swatter hits you, you get hit a little bit. Doesn't really send you flying, for what I saw. Then there's Tiki from Fire Emblem Awakening. Don't know much about that. Then there's Vince from Art Academy, which just paints many model heads and just they fly around. A little cool. I don't know how to say this, but Guile. I think it's Guile from Street Fighter. Don't know much about Street Fighter. And then Akira from Virtua Fighter. Absolutely no idea what that game is. And I know you fight in it most likely. But yeah. And then a little comment was made. I believe there's 59 assist trophies now, which officially outnumbers Pokemon. So finally, we've done it. A few new modes have been re-implemented, like Century Smash, where you can fight 100 enemies with a high launch rate and just see them fly around endlessly. Then All-Star Smash, you can play that immediately. In previous games, you've had to wait until you've unlocked every character, but with this, it basically pits all of the unlocked characters against you, and then you have to defeat them. I'm pretty sure it's also 100, and they might also have high fly rates, but I don't know yet. Let's see. What else is important? Records. I mentioned that earlier. You can keep track of your battle history, whether it's online or local, and see how well you do. I feel like I missed. Oh yeah, I missed something. With online earlier. Geez, how did I forget this? Global Smash Power. It helps do your matchmaking. But it's still also used as a global ranking system. So if you have a match ranking system if you have a Smash Power of 100,000, you are better than 99,999 people. And what's also new is that there are individual character global Smash Powers. So if you're really good at Ness, I strive to be, your Smash Power for him could be 150,000, while your Smash Power for, say, Marth could be 350. Just like that. So yeah, that's interesting. Anyways, back to the flow of what the Direct was. Records. You can keep track of your battle history online and local, as I just said. You can sell your earned battle tags for gold. What can you do with that gold, however? The shop, where you can buy music, spirits, and more. There wasn't really more shown in the trailer, but in the trailer for it, yeah. But I assume more will be a thing if he says so. And then options. This isn't really super interesting, but, well, to most people, but to me, there are 11 different languages with different announcers, different Pokemon voices. And that's about it. I don't know why I didn't end the sentence there, but that's really interesting. And as you've probably seen, in gameplay of Smash, there's a little radar in usually like the top left, top right of how far a character is from getting blown off the stage. You can toggle that. You can toggle it to be either small or large or not there at all. I'm pretty sure most people will play with it not there at all because it's just the way you've always been playing. Something really stupid that they have in the game now is custom balance. Basically, you can individually balance each player's skill power. So if you're playing against your friend who's done competitions and you haven't, you can basically notch them down in their hit power. It's really dumb, but I guess it's a thing now. And then, the Mii Fighters are back in the game. So we've got a few outfits. There's the Yiga clan, from what looks, I believe, is a reference to Legend of Zelda. Not so sure. Then there's Splatoon 2 outfits. Ribbon Girl from ARMS. Chibi Robo. Looks absolutely adorable. Ray Mark III, which I have no clue what that's from. And I think the best of them all is the Toy-Con Mii Fighter outfit, where you just wear the Toy-Con suit and a robot supposedly appears next to you. From what I saw in the trailer, a robot appears next to you, and when you move, it moves. So you basically have 2 attacks. Probably the best one you'll find. And then we're nearing the end, so we're getting the big boys out of the way. Sakurai mentioned earlier that every member of the base game has been revealed, with Incineroar being Lost One, but DLC will happen. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, what could this mean for other fan favorites? Could, dare I say, Sans make it in? Who knows? And as he said, the DLC will be the DLC will be completely new fighters, not echoes. So don't expect like Waluigi for Luigi. You could get Waluigi standalone, but not Waluigi as Luigi. These DLCs will be released in sets. Sets will include a character, a stage for that character, and some music for that character. At least I assume, and it'd be really dumb if it wasn't, but I assume it would be all related. So if we were to get, once again, Sans in Smash, we'd get Sans, an Undertale stage, and some Undertale tracks. Pretty good. Don't think Sans will actually exist in this game. I think the internet would scream if he does. I believe I just said this, that'll be $5.99 per set, and they're planned to all be released by February 2020. However, there is a Fighter's Pass available, where you can buy all 5 sets. It costs $24.99, and you can buy it right now. So you have no clue what each character will be. So you should probably only buy it if you're extremely confident that you will enjoy the 5 characters. But also, in addition to buying the Fighter's Pass, you can get what I assume will be a day 1 bonus of a Rex Mii outfit. Rex being from Xenoblade 2. It's a bit sad that Rex isn't in the base game as a character, but Sakurai did explain himself. He said, we planned all the characters at the fruition of this game. So when they revealed the game to us, all of the fighters were planned. They revealed the game before, they started production of the game before Xenoblade 2 was announced, so they couldn't really put Rex in. I don't really bode well with that, because they could have just put him in as a DLC later on, but we at least got some Xenoblade 2 stuff, but it doesn't seem as like we will get another fighter from Xenoblade. Um, yeah, there's two more things left. Well, sorry, three really. Two small things and one big thing. All right, so first off, there's a limited time offer available basically right now. It is a third fighter. Whatever you thought this fighter would be, you're wrong. You're 99.9% wrong with whatever you thought this character would be. Because the 70th character, the 70th unique base character in Smash Bros. Ultimate is a generic piranha plant. I may sound mad right now, but when I watched this, I was freaking ecstatic. Not because I've wanted this, but because the idea of getting a piranha plant instead of Waluigi is the funniest shit I have ever seen. It's basically a huge fuck you to Waluigi fans by saying a piranha plant is more important than Waluigi. It's freaking epic, and on top of it all, piranha plant looks actually really viable. They have a move that just elongates them to an extreme. Like they're a potted plant, but their attacks can go to like here. That's pretty far. It's pretty far. Insert a little clip of iDubbbz. Yeah. So I'm hyped to play as a piranha plant. Heck, if all goes well, I could even main him for all I care. In order to get the now back on track, in order to get the piranha plant fighter, you have to buy the game by January 31st, 2019, and register it through My Nintendo. If you buy it digitally, you're already set. If you buy it physically, I believe you'll get a code that you can input into the game to then input into My Nintendo to ensure you get Piranha Plant when they're available. And there's an amiibo. So hold on. We don't know what the release date for Piranha Plant will be, but there's an amiibo coming out on February 15th, 2019. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it will be out before then. Probably after the 31st, but before that, so we have a 2-week gap of possibility. But I'll bet a bit that it'll be out before the 15th. And one last minor thing, pre-purchase for the game began today, right after the direct. So if you have $60 lying around, go on out and spend it. It will definitely be a wise investment. I've yet to do it. I will do it, but time will tell. Back to spirits. How did these beloved video game characters become spirits? Well, at the end of the direct, Sakurai put a nice little 3-minute cinematic of basically hundreds of master hands and some weird glowing disc in the sky, and all of our beloved fighters, all the 70 we know, of getting ready to fight them. But Shulk gets a vision of all of the fighters getting zapped by light and dying. And moments later, what his future sight foretold began. And beams of light started shooting from that weird glowing disc in the center, killing everyone except for Kirby, which raises a question: how did Kirby survive, but not the guy who goes at the speed of sound? This is a theory that I've seen flying around. It's half what we see and half what we are going to infer. What the theory entails is that the reason why Sonic didn't survive is because he was like trying to keep Pikachu along, because you can see in the trailer it's him and Pikachu running along, and they're keeping up rather well, so we can infer that Sonic was slowing down to make sure Pikachu was safe, but they both got eviscerated. But then also, right after Shulk got his future vision sight, he cast Monado's speed. We can only assume that that Kirby was the one who got that speed and made it past all of the beams of light, and his warp star was able to save him. That's all we can infer. Maybe Nintendo's pulling an Infinity War. Shulk is Doctor Strange. Kirby is Iron Man. It's the end game now. But yes, continuing on with what we saw, Kirby then crash lands back onto the Earth and sees Kirby crash lands into a different world, a world of light, and sees the fighters drained of their essence, becoming shells for the spirits to inhabit. And Kirby now must go along and fight these vessels, these spirits, and try to return their proper soul to their body. It's not quite Subspace Emissary, but it might just be better. So who knows? This entire sequence was accompanied by the Smash Ultimate theme with lyrics. And by golly, it was extremely chilling to hear that. It's wonderful. But yeah, that was the November 1st Direct for Smash Bros. Ultimate. The final Direct before the game comes out. We'll probably, if a generic Nintendo Direct comes about before December 7th, they might reveal one of their DLCs. Possibly. But until then, this is all we have to go off of. A month and a week until Ultimate comes out, and then all the hype will be quenched as we all sit in our rooms and play with friends, play by ourselves, play with the random strangers online. And you already know it will be the greatest game of 2018. But that's about it. There's not much more to say. Except for, pre-purchase the game, buy it on release, buy it in general. Be a part of the community. You won't regret it. So, I hope you enjoyed this review. I wouldn't really say it's a review, it's more of a summary of the events. But yeah. This was mostly unscripted. I mean, I did have a few notes to scroll through. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. I might do more content like this, just like sitting down, getting a topic and just talking about it. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, wonderful whenever the heck you are watching this. And I will see you with more gameplay video. Goodbye.